Your back pain doctor is destroying your back and they know it. The sad part is their intentions are good, but their hands are tied. So if you have back pain, you probably know what an RFA is. An RFA is a radio frequency ablation. It's the old burn the nerves off in the back and make the pain go away treatment. Well, an archaic treatment for chronic low back pain that's been around forever. Basically, a doctor who is trained in X-ray guided spinal injections will direct these electrified needles, or these needles with an electrified tip, all the way to the little joints, the little facet joints in your low back. Park them right next to the little nerves that supply those joints, and we'll zap those nerve endings off. It'll burn those nerve endings off. And doctors will use different terms to kind of assuage your concerns. They'll say put them to sleep, they'll say numb, they'll say deactivate, they'll say zap, burn, whatever you want to hear. It basically destroys those nerves for 6 to 12 months, maybe more, until those nerves slowly grow back, and they don't always grow back in a normal fashion. For many, it's one of only 2 non-invasive treatments that are available for chronic back pain. And don't worry, insurance is doing everything they can to stop paying for that as well. If you are a normal walking, talking, thinking human being, there's probably a little voice in the back of your head that's saying, well, if you zap those nerve endings off that's transmitting the pain signals, well, what's happening to the thing that was causing the pain in the first place? Does that just go away, or is bad things happening and I don't know? You should listen to that voice. So those nerves, not only do they transmit pain signals from those aching joints in your back, but they also supply the crucial deep stabilizing muscles of the spine called the multifidus muscles. And by zapping these nerves, these muscles will atrophy and wither away, leading to more instability in the spine. Now listen very closely to this. Instability is the root of all evil when it comes to back pain. What do I mean by that? Instability means micro movements and tiny little excess movements in the joints of your back, or really any joint in the body, that will accumulate over time and cause all kinds of destruction. Think of a tire that's on a car that is not properly aligned, or the lug nuts aren't on tight enough, and the wheel wobbles. With time, you're gonna have a lot of problems that develop. You're gonna have uneven tread wear, you're gonna have it wobbling in the car, it's gonna knock off the alignment, it's going to mess up the brakes, and so on. So same thing happens in the body. When you have instability chronically over time, it's going to wear out the ligaments, tendons, it's going to cause inflammation and swelling of the joints, it's going to cause disc degeneration, it's going to cause irritation of the nerves, and globally all that together is called arthritis. So instability is the root of all evil in this case. You can quote me on that, by the way. Now, going back to the RFA, if you zap those nerves, the muscles will atrophy. I'm sharing a study that shows the effects on the cross-sectional area of the multifidus muscles in people who had just one RFA treatment. And you can see that those muscles atrophy significantly. And when those muscles atrophy and wither away, you're gonna have more instability. So why am I saying all this? Because if you're a young person and you have back pain and you've been presented with an RFA as a treatment option, you really need to think about this, because atrophy in the long run is going to cause instability, and instability in your spine for years and years and years is going to lead to way more bigger problems in the future. So you really want to think twice before getting an RFA. Now, if you want to treat back pain the right way, you need to treat the instability. And in order to treat instability, you need to think regenerative. At Palm Beach Regenerative Sport and Spine, we know how to strengthen the spine, improve stability, and increase the longevity and health of your spine using entirely natural means, using entirely your own tissue. So if you want to know more about how we do that, stay tuned. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more tomorrow. In the meantime, you can go to our website and read up on what we call the functional spinal unit and how we treat the lumbar spine. See you guys tomorrow.